Changes are proposed in Brooklyn Center that would drastically alter what drivers get pulled over for. A Safety and Violence Prevention Implementation Committee has been discussing changes for traffic stops since the death of Dante Wright. The Brooklyn Center City Council heard the recommendations from the committee this week. Among the changes proposed, the committee recommended that vehicles no longer be stopped for invalid or expired registration. It also recommends police not pull over vehicles for broken or non-functioning mufflers, windshield wipers, headlights, taillights, or turn signals. In addition, under the proposed changes, drivers would not get stopped if their vehicle exceeds noise rules, has a cracked windshield, or excessive window tinting. Decorations hanging from rearview mirrors would also not be a stoppable offense. The committee believes pulling people over for vehicle issues is not an effective way to find evidence of serious crimes.
When I talk about why the policy change in Brooklyn Center is important, one of the things we want to look at is that the excessive stops for minor equipment issues erode the community trust in law enforcement.
The changes still have to be approved by the City Council. An update now on a story we brought you on Tuesday about a Plymouth baseball historian who had his car stolen. Jim Weinzettel had his 2018 BMW SUV stolen out of his driveway Sunday night. In that car, Jim had a collection of autographed baseballs that he previously had on display in a baseball museum in Fairfax, Minnesota. Monday afternoon, Jim's SUV was involved in a high-speed chase with Ramsey County Sheriff's deputies on Interstate 94. The chase ended in St. Paul when the 15-year-old driver of the vehicle crashed into a minivan. The driver and another juvenile fled the scene, but both were arrested a short time later. The 45-year-old woman driving the minivan was taken to Regents Hospital and treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Meanwhile, investigators told Jim that there was no baseball memorabilia in the vehicle at the time of the crash. It's budget time for the Brooklyn Park City Council, and with that as a backdrop, City Council members also reviewed their own salaries. The current annual salary for the mayor is about $17,000 a year. The elected position is considered a part-time role. The city's Charter Commission recommends increasing the salary to just over $21,000. The commission notes that the city of Bloomington, which is of comparable size, says its part-time mayor pays $8,600 more. The Charter Commission did not recommend a salary increase for city council members because their salary of just under $12,000 a year is close to what council members in Bloomington make. A celebration in Golden Valley Wednesday for a brand new campus that expects to change the lives of hundreds and eventually thousands of kids on the autism spectrum. The Franklin Center in Golden Valley is the only one of its kind in the state. Its new campus on Boone Avenue will serve neurodiverse individuals from preschool to young adult. For Robert Franklin Crosby, this center would have been a game changer during his youth had it been available. Crosby says he was bullied due to his Asperger's syndrome, which wasn't diagnosed until he was 33 years old.
If the academy existed for me, I believe a great deal of pain, frustration, and anxiety would have been eliminated in my life, and I would be a happier person. For this reason, I want to provide this safe, comfortable hope and education to as many students as possible. Thank you.
The center is named in honor of Crosby after his middle name. It offers a variety of support services, including a K-12 school and a therapy program. There's growing research into the mental and physical benefits of spending time in nature. Photojournalist Dustin Scholl discovered some of those benefits today out at Eastman Nature Center.
This morning as we get out on our wellness walk, please enjoy this beautiful day. And the golden colors and the sun angle at this time of year is fantastic. For this particular program, it's for adults. We provide Wellness Wednesdays, which is a short walk, 2 to 3 miles.
I walk all the time, and this is the first time I actually stopped to look at things. I'm enjoying this beautiful, beautiful nature.
The theme is goldenrods and asters. Essentially, goldenrods and asters are considered royalty of the prairie. If a fountain could jet bouquets of yellow in dazzling arches of chrysanthemum fireworks, That would be Canada goldenrod. The research shows that if you spend just 2 hours a week in a natural space, whether that be a garden or a large park reserve like Elm Creek, you can statistically reduce depression, anxiety, but also increase hope, increase creativity, and increase connection with other humans.
I take it as a real gift to the community. To me, nature is the closest that I can experience what might be called divine.
This program is free. There's no registration required. You can come, enjoy this program, and start to get to know the park a little bit. It's very much an entry-level experience, and whether people continue to come to Elm Creek or go and visit other parks, or even just their neighborhood park, that is part of the objective of this program.
Three Rivers Park District will host Wellness Wednesdays every Wednesday morning at Eastman Nature Center through November 23rd. No registration is needed. In celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, there's something special on the menu in Robbinsdale area schools. District lunchrooms are serving up fresh Pico de Gallo, made with Roma tomatoes from local Latino farms.
We know that some of our kids know what Pico de Gallo is, and it's something that's familiar to them, which is phenomenal. We want them to be able to see themselves in the lunch line. And for others, it's an educational experience. They may not have tried it before.
Farmers visited with elementary and middle school students on Wednesday. They'll stop by the area high schools on Thursday.
The Maple Grove football team enters the second half of the regular season with a 4-0 record. The Crimson expect some tough games ahead, though, starting with Champlin Park Thursday night. The new prep football rankings are out, and in at least 2 polls, Maple Grove is at the top, which is nice, but it is just September.
It's kind of cool, but all in all, our ultimate goal is to be #1 at the end of the season. It doesn't matter how we get there. Obviously, it'd be nice to go undefeated, but whatever we can do to get there.
It's a good feeling to be recognized because a lot of the earlier polls didn't respect kind of what we had going for us this year, but it is only halfway through the season, so you have to take it with a grain of salt, and next week is the most important game, and keep going.
The only rankings people remember are the very end, and so those are the ones we care about, and so hopefully, obviously, if we're recognized as that, that's great, but it doesn't really have a lot of meaning to it.
Maple Grove's latest win came in the rain last Friday against Centennial, pushing the team's record to 4-0. The next 3 weeks include games against Wayzata, St. Michael, Albertville, and coming up Thursday night at home against Champlin Park.
They're definitely a run-first team, so that makes my job a lot of fun because that's my primary defensive position and job. So we'll expect to see a lot of run. They got a good running back over there we're game planning for.
I think Champlin's playing really well. I think they're a couple plays away from being a 3-1 or a 4-0 team, and really in the landscape of our section, I think this is kind of a game maybe for a 1 seed type thing. So I think they're definitely a formidable opponent.
Game time Thursday at Maple Grove High School at 7 o'clock. The Champlin Park boys soccer team is putting together another very strong season. They faced rival Anoka Tuesday. Jason Malillo has the highlights.
The Champlin Park boys soccer team riding a 3-game win streak as Anoka comes calling. The Tornadoes spin the first goal as captain Daniel Botko buries the penalty kick. Anoka would lead 1-0 at halftime. But 25 seconds into the second half, CP's Sylvester Doe shakes the defender and scores, and it's 1-1. Then Joseph Seth threads a beautiful pass for Doe, who eludes the Anoka goalie and scores again for a 2-1 Rebels lead. And they go up 3-1 on the free kick marker by Elijah Ibrahim. But the Tornadoes would score twice to level the score at 3, setting the stage for Doe to dazzle one more time. The senior gets to the goal and snaps the shot home. Doe's hat trick leads the Rebels to a 4-3 victory. Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
Osseo dominated the volleyball rivalry with Maple Grove for a long time. The tables have turned now, and Jay Wilcox has highlights from their Tuesday night clash.
Osseo makes the short trip to Maple Grove for Northwest Suburban Volleyball. Maple Grove's Abby Boltais hits off the Osseo block for a kill, and it's 13-10 Crimson in set 1. A Crimson block leads to a point as they transition to offense. Riley Orrock puts it away deep middle on set point as Maple Grove wins it 25-12. Osseo comes out strong in the second set. They set back row to Audrey Cradwell for the kill as the Orioles go up 9-7. But Maple Grove comes back. They go right side to Audrey Waterman for set point. She has a strong match as Maple Grove prevails 25-18 in the second. And it's all Crimson in the third. The back set goes to Waterman on match point as Maple Grove sweeps Osseo 25-12, 25-18, 25-7. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.
Sorry about that. No, I've been staying at my dad's place because of everything.
Where are we going?
He's good. Yeah, I know, we keep missing each other. I've been working out of my dad's house, doing some reading. I should be working out more. I just feel like I'm drowning.
Navigating these times can be tough, but while you care for your loved one, you also need to care for yourself. Go to aarp.org/caregiving for free mental health and self-help tips.